Hey guys, I'm the X Gamer. Okay, so today we're talking about the game Among the Sleep. Now, this game came out a few years ago, and basically it's a survival horror game where you play as a baby, but you have to explore this weird, like, nightmarish kind of world, um, where that appears to be, like, right inside of his house. Now, I know that may sound a little bit, like difficult to understand, but that's kind of the long and short of it. The story, there's not much of a story here. I feel like this game really has very much more of an artistic approach and very more is trying to show a visual story, to say the least. So literally, you'll learn and understand the story as the game progresses. So that I feel like is a really good way to do things, especially for this this type of like horror game. Just because that way it's not a situation of, oh, you have a big reveal near the middle or near the end or anything. It's like, no, they've been dropping clues throughout the entire game, and now that you're in the ending, it's like, oh my god, it all makes sense now. Also, the other reason why this like form of storytelling, I guess you could say, works is because it's actually a survival horror game, so it gives you even more of a reason to explore the world and like look for clues and like just generally look around the world and experience the world that you are in here. And it is somewhat terrifying, like I've already said in previous videos. I'm kind of a lightweight when it comes to scary stuff, but I like zombies. I don't know. I guess I could say with zombies, I don't really consider zombies horror, but this is definitely more horror than zombies are. Now, unfortunately, this is also the game's greatest weakness because all you really can do in this game is explore the world, find a certain item, complete a puzzle, and then move on to the next section. So that's unfortunately a good chunk of the mechanics, and then obviously you're also avoiding some kind of horrific creature that is wandering this like nightmarish world, which is some kind of over exaggerated interpretation of just this little kid's house. So that's pretty much just how the game goes. Then you actually also have a little companion teddy bear who's borderline creepy, but still is very interesting character with interesting dialogue. So that's a thing. And I don't know. I feel like the teddy bear they almost could have gone without it, but at the same time, I want to say that it's supposed to be a visual representation of like um, it's supposed to be a visual representation of like some kind of confidence, maybe some kind of inner voice, or maybe some kind of like goodwill or something like that is what I'm saying. It's supposed to represent something like an unconscious state of mind for the child rather than a physical state of mind for the child, if that makes any sense. Now, all in all, this game is pretty wash, rinse, repeat, but it is a survival horror game, and unfortunately, that's how a lot of survival horror games wind up boiling down to. It's wash, rinse, repeat. Basically, find the item, complete a puzzle, kill the monster, or in this case, just move on to the next area. So that's unfortunately how things go. But still, it's all about the story and the puzzle solving you have to do in order to get some items and just real world exploring. It really wants you to immerse yourself inside of the world itself rather than focus only in on just fighting monsters or anything like that. So, not a bad game, just could have been a little bit more balanced out. That's the worst thing that I could say about this game. But if you're a fan of horror and you want to try something a little bit different and a little bit interesting, and honestly, even if you like to read books, this may interest you as like a game. This is, I feel like, is one of those video games where it's like, if you read books and you kind of play video games, this is definitely the game that you should play. Okay, guys, that's everything I have to say about Among the Sleep. I'm the X Gamer, and I got a game to play.